This one is actually pretty exciting. So let me just say happy Saturday to all of you, or whenever you may be watching this. But this morning I got up, took my 3 steps, went to the grocery store. I wanted to knock that out because I have coaching calls and, other things to do today. On the way home, and mind you, when you're so used to going somewhere, you almost don't think about how to get home or how to get to the destination or how to do something because it's so familiar. Like, it looks the same, the route is the same, the timing is the same. Like, you're just kind of numb to the fact, I guess, if you could describe it that way, or if I can describe it that way. So on my way home from the grocery store, for about a good 3 to 5 seconds, I literally didn't know where I was. And what I mean by that is, what was familiar looked completely different. I don't want to say I blacked out, because I was still fully aware that I was driving, but for a few seconds, everything looked different. And this is the same route. It's not like they were doing some construction or anything like that. This is the same route, but for a moment, everything looked completely different. And I'm like, Holy Spirit, what was that? So for many of you, remember I did the message about things would look the same, but they're not the same. And for a while, many of you sat in that place. Everything just kept looking the same. It looks the same. God told you it's not the same, but it looks the same. It looks the same. It feels the same. It tastes the same. It smells the same. Well, I am excited to share with you that Holy Spirit is saying what once looked the same will now look completely different. Not just look different, thank you, Holy Spirit, in the spirit, but now in the natural, now tangible, it will look different. It will be different, because it wasn't just like for a moment things felt different. Like in the natural, it looked completely different. That's why I said while I was driving, just for a moment, I'm like, whoa, I wanted to stop, but I'm in the middle of the road driving. And like I said, just for a few seconds, everything, I was just like, did I turn down the wrong street? Like, what is this? Remember I said you got to be sensitive in the spirit, because, that's when many times the Lord is showing us something or telling us something. But sometimes when we're so busy with life, for those of us who are not sensitive in the spirit or don't take heed to when the Holy Spirit is speaking to us and revealing to us and confirming to us, or whatever that may look like, you could be in your natural, mundane, day-to-day activities. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And the Lord will drop something in your spirit. The Lord will be trying to show you something, or get a message to you, or confirm something, or speak something. So you got to be intentional about being sensitive in the spirit. But of course, take this back to God and test the spirit to find out if this is for you. But many of you who sat in that place of everything looking the same, although the Lord said it was different, you know who you are, because this should serve as confirmation, not as something new. Things with your spouse, it looked the same. Things with your separation, it looked the same. Behavior with your spouse, it looked the same. Waiting for your promise, it looked the same. What's going on at the job, it looked the same. What's going on in your home, with your life, with your health, everything looked the same. But at this moment, if this is your message, and if it's not, take it and store it on the shelf of your heart. I said Holy Spirit will many times allow us to come across something that may not be our message for this particular moment, but it's something for us to hold on to, because he'll bring it back to our remembrance. Thank you, Holy Spirit, when it does apply, when we do need to revisit that video, when he's dropping your spirit, like, go watch that video again. Even if it's something that you watched and you didn't take heed to it, be mindful of that. But for those of you, again, who sat in that place, thank you, Holy Spirit, and you were a good steward in that place. God, I know you're telling me things are different, but everything looks the same. You didn't grumble in that place. You didn't complain. You kept your heart posture right. You kept speaking positively, thinking positively. Like, you stayed in a good posture, thank you, Holy Spirit, of expectation, although nothing in the natural confirmed that it was different. Now, in the natural, you're about to see different. You're going to smell different. You're going to taste different. You're going to receive different. It's going to be tangible now. So come into agreement with this if this is your message. Thank God in advance. I thank you that I now see your hand in my marriage. I thank you. I now see your hand in restoration. I thank you. I now see your hand in my business. I thank you. I now see your hand in my health. I thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit, that I now see your hand in my finances. Whatever that looks like for you, start thanking him in advance. But what once looked the same, it was familiar. You just became numb to it because it was always the same, the same, the same, the same. You just got used to it at that point. Holy Spirit is saying now expect to see natural change, natural manifestation, tangible manifestation. Y'all be blessed. I'll catch y'all next time.